one I will guarantee you. As long as you are in Jinja, you are safe. Is that okay?
How? Safe on gunpoint?
On gunpoint.
He's safe on gunpoint.
Please don't shoot us.
The sounds of tear gas, the sounds of the bullets.
In these campaigns, only God can protect.
This is Ashraf Kassirie, a Ugandan journalist exiled in the United States of America. He was beaten out of his country, Uganda, risen being a journalist. His story is shared by millions back home in this country, Uganda. But the fear has kept many in silence, and the quest for justice is far away. He was targeted, but luckily survived death. Ashraf has gone through lots of tormenting videos, listening to several accounts in the campaign trails, and has put together piece evidence for the officers in the security forces that targeted him and his colleagues for being journalists.
My eyes were already irritating. So I told all of them that I'm a journalist.
Luka. His story of torment starts here. He was on top of this vehicle doing his work as a journalist, filming.
3 other cameras, Ghetto TV cameras, were covering from a distance while I was covering from the vehicle itself. So they started negotiating. We should put him down. No, we shouldn't. What? I was seeing them. While I was still covering my events.
Ashraf was attacked. This brewed anger among his colleagues and caused a bitter exchange with police officers. This scuffle was being televised by many media outlets. This is a live report, and the reporter was able to identify who was commanding this attack on journalists and Ashraf as an individual. Mwesigwa is commanding this operation. Ashraf identifies the commander, Mwesigwa. Scene by scene and frame by frame.
Take him. I don't want him here. I give an order. Don't tell me somebody else told you.
In this frame, Mwesigwa commands, take him. I don't want him here.
He's a journalist. Take him. I don't want him here. This is the camera.
This was a command to arrest his colleague, well branded as a journalist and in possession of a still photo camera. The men in uniform immediately wrapped him. It's a struggle for survival. He luckily evades the arrest. This man, Mwesigwa, commands another attack, this time with physical attack and more lethal. City FM radio journalist is badly arrested and pushed into the waiting police van. He is arrested under the instructions of Mwesigwa.
Upon the Mwesigwa, what you're doing and your people.
please. What you're doing is not right. No. You shouldn't do that.
Me, I don't know why they arrested me. I tried to show them my press card, but they were not responding to me. They were just taking me inside. I didn't know which crime did I commit. I was asking them whether journalism is a crime. Yet we are serving the same profession, and they are manning security, and we are informing the public on what is happening around the world.
This man, Mwesigwa, continues to block journalists from doing their work. Mwesigwa calls for more force against my colleagues. Tiger 1 presumably is a code name he was using to call for more force to attack journalists. The men in camouflage immediately advance. It is a command. This got more intense. The men in uniform are unstoppable. The men in uniform round off National Unity Platform's leader's car, Robert Chagulanyi. Mwesigwa is still seen taking a lead. This is him assuring journalists to not see how they arrest Bobi Wine. Mwesigwa is clearly a force against journalists. Bobi Wine is arrested. Mwesigwa is at the forefront. This black helmet, scampering voices, Mwesigwa cries against the ruthless man, Mwesigwa.
How do you push the presidential candidate like that? How? We are not your slaves. We are not slaves. We are not slaves. Come on.
All through this mission, Mwesigwa kept shielded with a helmet and in police jackets to disguise his identity. But let's look closely at this frame. When they hold the frame at this point and zoom in and sharpen the image, this is Afande Mwesigwa, the unstoppable officer. An image of brutality, ruthlessness, and my tormentor in Luka district. Run a quick Google search for Frank Mwesigwa. The results, not less of what you would expect. June 16th, 2018, headlining, I am not in hiding. April 14th, 2018, Frank Mwesigwa dropped as KMP commander. November 19th, 2020, CP Frank Mwesigwa on sport over bloodthirsty policing. Presidential guards take over parliament, arrest 27 MPs. On September 27, 2017, Frank Mwesigwa, the then police commander of Kampala Metropolitan, led an attack of Special Forces Command plainclothed officers to pick, arrest and attack members of parliament.
At what particular point they enter?
The internet has kept clear evidence of Commissioner Frank Mwesigwa, including this video evidence on X while he was appearing before a tribunal against his actions.
And then you ordered the troops to enter. I gave them green light, my lord. These were both police and UPDF. My lord, it was a joint capability.
We want to get it correct on record. So you commanded both UPDF and the police.
That's true, my lord.
These ruthless methods of policing by Mwesigwa have only earned him promotions by the Commander-in-Chief, President Museveni. In 2022, Museveni promoted 5 senior commissioners to Assistant Inspector General of Police, and those that topped the list included Frank Mwesigwa, promoted from Commissioner of Police to Senior Commissioner. This man, Frank Mwesigwa, Ashraf ran short of words to describe his crimes against humanity. He is a figure of pain, torture, and agony to many Ugandans.
So, Mr. Frank Mwesigwa, rise up into your senses and get to know that you are a human being and do the right thing.
It is not that we are targeting the media. No. We are trying to protect your lives. We are telling you there's a danger there. For you are insisting you must go where there's a danger. Yes, we shall beat you for your own sake. To help you understand.
Mwesigwa's character is a replica of another serving officer who nearly took my life in Masaka.
Why do you kill people? Why do you kill people? Why do you kill people?
I saw blood oozing out of Kasiri's head. You know, this vein was hit and blood was just oozing.
Ashraf was bleeding seriously. Everybody was crying.
I was shot to a deathbed, bled and heard voices of death echo louder.
They thought he had died.
When I saw videos, I also thought that I had died.
But by God's mercy, the guy survived.
Masaka was a moment of death for him in the hands of police officers who are mandated to protect Ugandans. The 27th November 2020 was a day that his life nearly came to an end. His world shut down and lost memory of events to the shooting. He's only able to reconstruct how close he came to death after watching videos, analyzing and verifying and critically identifying who his potential killer was.
One police officer shot me here, and that's how it ended for my side. I came to be who I am today, not because I wanted to be who I am, but because someone wanted me dead. And this is a gentleman who is living his life without being questioned to provide justice to me. Journalism is not a crime, and I say the low moments will keep coming, but I'll keep fighting them as I continue to get well.
After some time, Ashraf can confirm who shot him. These multiple videos are a piece of evidence he has put together against the killer police officer.
I'm going to tell you some of the things that I saw in the videos.
With this video clip, this right here is Ashraf seated on the roof of Robert Chagulanyi's vehicle. And when you look closely to the left is Chagulanyi's head protruding through the open roof of the vehicle. It is a standoff between the National Unity Platform and police officers. They are blocked from continuing en route to the campaigns. The standoff took several minutes amidst flying bullets, flogging and tear gas explosions. Moments later, Ashraf was shot at. It was lamentations among colleagues as he struggled for his life. This is him being carried around like a headless chicken. In here are two strange and unbelievable scenes of his killer cop. The police officer is seen refilling his tear gas canister. Look closely. He aims at this vehicle and the explosive aimed at his head. This shot was rolling live and uninterrupted, and as you can clearly follow, after the loud bang, he fell off the vehicle to the ground.
With these two frames, I have seen who targeted me and clearly seen my fall of breath.
He continued to examine video evidence to identify this police officer. He's a trigger-happy officer. He aimed at another journalist and shot him in his leg.
And direct, he shot at me here, upper thigh. I still have that scar. And all of a sudden, the guy wanted to shoot the second time. So his colleagues, I remember Mochibi from the Field Force Unit. There is another guy from the Special Forces Command, SFC, and the counter-terrorism officers tried to restrain the guy, but he couldn't listen. He fired again. Luckily, I had moved and it exploded somewhere. And you know, I'm just so lucky to be standing here and talking to you people. Had the canister exploded on my leg, maybe it would have been a different story. Maybe I would be on crutches, maybe I would be in a wheelchair, or maybe I would be some good meters into the ground. That's how it was.
Ali Mifule is too lucky to be alive. This man in uniform is scavenging on journalists.
You see what he's doing? He's telling them to shoot. Both sides mukakane.
This frontal medium shot can shade his facial identity. At this point, we can identify his face. He has an armored helmet on and a white N95 mask, but has let open of where his peeps are placed. When you pay detailed attention to this frame, he has a name tag, Abaine. This is him. He shot at Ashraf. He's a killer cop.
Enoch Abaine and other officers he was commanding started shooting everyone around, just like many other police officers. During the entire campaigns, I saw people being killed. I used to cover these people. I used to show videos of these people being killed. So many officers, including Enoch Abaine, I'm just asking you guys, aren't you human beings? Don't you think if one day you're commanded to do something that you think is unhuman, you can change it or refuse to do it? And say, no, I can't kill that person. No, I can't torture this person. Enoch Abaine is one of the cadets who rose into ranks so quickly to where he is now by doing criminal cases by being involved in criminalities.
He's getting tensed up for his actions. Abaine now wants to disguise his identity. He's seen putting on a police jacket. It is too late. He's been closely watched and identified. He's a character and image of torment, murder, and disgrace to the security forces.
He just shoot at someone doing their job. I think that was very, very unprofessional of Abaine, and I condemn it in the strongest terms. And I think Abaine should be punished.
Police officers, soldiers who come out and shoot innocent Ugandans, beat innocent Ugandans, should be able to answer questions of accountability, should be able to hold on to the questions, and maybe sometimes should be able to stand in the courts of law and go to prison for their crimes.
Ashraf Ashraf, I think he wanted evidence so that he can get maybe asylum in UK where he is. Those are just lies.
Abaine Enoch is still a serving officer in the security forces who poses as an expert on security awareness and security operations management. He is a former student of Makerere University, where he, through his social media platforms, indicates to have been since 2018 to 2020. Abaine served as a regional police commander of Masaka. Strangely, he was rewarded for his criminal actions and appointed commandant of the Environmental Protection Unit.
Decide you are alone in the hospital. I felt this kind of pain. I could sometimes move out of my bed and go to the bathroom and look into the glass to look at my head. I cried. I continued not to hate, but I'm failing to get the right word.
But Ashraf's resolve for journalism is growing stronger day by day. In the fight for his life, he has since moved out of Uganda to find better treatment in the United States of America.
Today I have an appointment with my doctors, and I'm going to see my doctors to get a review of the surgery I got now 5 months ago. Next month I'll be making 6 months. So I've been here all this long, and life is good and hard. The hardness comes in when you think about this long distance relationship with your family and people back home. This loneliness, especially when you are sick.
It is a lone fight for healing as he is far away from his family.
Ya mulimu gwenkola gulimu ebyo kuba leero mulimu gutali mu bizibu naye mugumese vesu ndijja kuba fenna nateredde bulungi. Bambi. You or the children, who misses me more?
All of us. Abana bayinza okubuuza. Daddy akoma waddi. Daddy aliwa. Omanyi nze questions.
Ashraf has had continuous operations and he is steadily regaining and recovering.
But of course, I knew I had to get the surgery for me to get my life up and start moving again.
But as he struggles to live on in the streets of America, his pain and hatred to the regime back home is more evident.
My tormentors are now free people, enjoying their lives. Yet they are sometimes fathers. Can you imagine? So I got to know that in Uganda, everyone is out for themselves, not for anyone, and no one is there to protect them.
Someone wakes up and writes lies. You can say Abaine is a killer. But now when you interact with me, you will find in me there is no that heart of killing.
Targeted.
Me holding a camera, a phone, and a pen, I never had a weapon. I wasn't a threat to anyone. But I'm happy I'm alive and I've seen how people could love you even when you're dead.
AIIJ Revisits.